Welcome to part 2 of the Power Women of the Trades podcast. Today, we continue with Kailee as she dives deeper into Cassie and Leslie's incredible journeys, from overcoming obstacles to achieving things well beyond their expectations. These two inspiring women have so much to share, so get comfortable and let's jump right in. First, let's hear from those who make this episode possible.
Hi, I'm Kelly Rowlett-Presgrave. I'm president and CEO of Work With Your Hands, and we are so proud to be a sponsor of Power Women of the Trades podcast. You can reach us at workwithyourhands.com. Kelly at workwithyourhands.com is my email.
At Relentless Digital, we believe in breaking barriers and driving innovation. That's why we are extremely proud to sponsor the Power Women of the Trades podcast, supporting the voices and success of women in the home service industry. Together, we're creating a future where talent shines, regardless of gender, and diversity thrives. Join our journey at relentless-digital.com and always be relentless in your pursuit of excellence.
This episode of Power Women of the Trades is also brought to you by Forrest Perry of Forrest Perry Digital Marketing. Want to generate more leads for your service business? Trust his team to deliver quality new customer leads and protect your brand online. Check out perrymarketing.com today.
Chirp, the ultimate automation toolbox for home service businesses. Chirp helps you capture more leads, connect faster, close more deals, and create customers for life. Through text message, email, and ringless voicemail automation, Chirp can help you transform your customer's experience. Learn more in the show notes below.
Okay, I'm going to switch gears a little bit and get to know you guys a little more personally outside of the podcast.
Okay.
So you both like to travel. What has been your favorite place that you have traveled to this year so far?
This is a Leslie question.
So, gosh, we're in 2023. Last year, it was somewhere I had been, but I got to do it again in a different way, and it was Glacier National Park. It's when we pulled the kids out of school on the last day because I thought I was going to get to see the Northern Lights, and we had picked this remote cabin on Lake McDonald inside the park, and I've never gotten to stay overnight inside the park because I'm not a camper. But before it was government land, they were able to homestead personal properties in. So a couple, you could Airbnb right on the lake, and we're in the middle of a national park. I mean, no lights. So at night, it was so dark outside. It's just a different experience. I mean, it's really incredible to get to do that with our kids. We just had some really cool moments. So we did that, and then the summer's been kind of a blur. Like in 2 weeks for my birthday, we're going to Rocky Mountain National Park, and I haven't been there, so I'm excited about spending my birthday inside the park there. So I know that'll be a good one.
I think we really enjoyed going to New York City. We'd never been there, and that was my son Maddox's dream to go to. So we went there for his 14th birthday, and we were there for quite a few days, and we did so much in those days. And so we had a fun. Next week we're going to Disney World.
Ooh.
I'm scared and nervous of that because y'all know I'm very.
Are you on that side of TikTok?
Little bit of high strung. I'm high strung.
No.
So I just don't know how that's going to go, but
How many days?
4, 5. I know. We get
Do you have matching outfits?
Yeah. Well, Kailee on the way here had to type up my outfit, my order to send to the t-shirt lady.
So Cassie has a farm. So what is your guys' favorite farm animal?
Okay,
On
so
Cassie's farm or any farm?
Any.
well, for Cassie's farm, I love all of my animals equally, but I really thought I was going to love the fluffy cows, and I do, and they're very sweet. It's hot right now, so they don't like to come talk to us because they want to stay in the pond.
They just lay there?
Yeah, they're just swimming until it cools off. That's where they want to be because it's too hot. But so I do love my fluffy cows, my alpaca, but I love my donkey. She's
How
so
is
sweet.
that one alpaca doing since the other one passed?
The one alpaca is doing good.
Doesn't
She's
she need
fine.
friends?
She does need friends, and finding an available alpaca in Oklahoma is becoming weird.
Can
but
she be friends with the goats?
She's friends with the donkey.
Okay,
They're
so she
besties.
doesn't feel alone.
No, but she still is a herd animal of her own kind. So I really need to find 2 more alpacas. And then I've got another donkey because donkeys need to have another donkey too. So
Do you feel like you're a herding animal?
yeah.
You need to be around your own kind?
To be honest with you, I'm like really enjoying this farm thing because it's funny because everyone thinks I'm so bougie and so whatever. And I'm country bougie, okay? But I just really enjoy it because like
You're
life
just
has...
trying to put a Rolex on a redneck?
Yeah. The world is so hard right now, and there's so much crap that
weird.
people put on all of us all the time as like owning the business, running the podcast, doing this, being a mom, and just the animals just love you because like they love you.
For real.
And like my kids, like I get that from my kids too, but like these animals are just like, there's a new fulfillment.
I love that. I want that too.
I love them, and I like my husband gets... No, he doesn't get mad because he loves them. But he's like, dude, how many animals are you going to buy?
I think he secretly loves it.
He does.
Because he's showing up and building houses for them and stuff.
Yeah, he is. He does. He does love it.
Leslie, do you?
I don't know enough about farm animals. So I think I would love goats. Those little goats.
Those little goats are so cute, but man, they are loud. They yell.
And they climb, right?
Yeah, I mean, they do, but the ones we raise, the Nigerian dwarf goats, and so they're pretty decent. Like, they're not like jumping and stuff like crazy. But man, if they're ready to eat, you're going to hear them.
Okay.
They're screaming. They call them kids, and I think it's pretty accurate.
That's funny.
These next two questions kind of go hand in hand. What were your career goals before you got to HVAC and plumbing? And did you ever think that you were going to end up in HVAC and plumbing?
No. What were my goals? Well, in my previous life, I was in oil and gas, and I thought I would just stay in that field. In fact, I graduated. I have a degree. I got married. Trying to timeline this in my head. I was working in oil and gas, and I was like, you know what? I really want to go back to school and get my master's in geology because I wanted to be at the top of the food chain. I wanted to be where they were looking for minerals. And Oklahoma is like very mineral rich. So in my early 20s, after I'd been married, I went back to school to get my master's in geology, and then life happened. And we talk about that a lot. It was funny because Brent had a really good job. He worked for Oklahoma Natural Gas, and he got let go, and it was like, okay, you know, he'd been working on gas lines forever. What are we going to do? And so he was either going to go into insurance, which is what my family was in, or he was going to be a plumber. So he went to the Votech, got some hours in, immediately got a job, and we just always knew we would own a business. At that point, it was just like, this is what we're going to do. I assumed I would stay in my own career, and then when you have kids, life changes and your vision can change, and that's okay. So when he was finally able to go off on his own, we started a new construction. Everybody knows that story. And then here we are. And so it's just a ride. Just a ride.
Yeah, so no, I never dreamed that I would be here. It's funny because I try to tell that to kids all the time. Like when you're 18, you just have no clue what you're going to do.
You're just still a kid.
You're just a kid. When I was 18, I thought I was going to be a dentist, and I was like, oh, that's 12 years of school. And so I thought, well, what if I just like went to be a dental assistant first to make sure I like it? And thank God I did that because was not the life for me. And so then when I was working for Best Buy and I was a manager there, I really genuinely thought I'd be there forever because I really liked teaching and growing and building people and sales and that stuff. But like she said, kids, retail life is really hard with kids. You know, a lot of times I'd go to work at 3 and get off at midnight and be back at 7. And so when that happened, and then I met Oscar, still never dreamed that I would be here. I thought when Oscar and I got married, I left Best Buy to have a better schedule. And then I went and did like HR stuff, which was still great, but I just never dreamed. No, I'm so thankful for it though.
Yeah. It would have been hard to ever predict whatever
HVAC
this
and plumbing.
is.
Yeah. And then I have one last question for you guys. What advice would you give to someone who's on the fence of wanting to get into HVAC and plumbing and are just unsure about it?
You got to jump in.
Well, and it's recession resistant, and you have to take in mind like what's happening in our economy, like just the influences that's going to have on you personally, and having a job that is always going to be necessary. It cannot be replaced by AI. Those skills are always going to be important, so you're always going to have financial stability. What you do with that is your business, but at least it's a seed that can grow into other things.
Totally agree. I got a question for you, Kailee.
Oh, goodness.
We got some questions for Kailee.
I didn't think about it. Okay.
What has been the most fun? Because you go to everything with us,
Yeah.
and you're
Yes.
What has been
Behind
the
the
most fun behind the scenes thing for you?
I think just being able to see your guys' personality be portrayed through the podcast, like you guys are exactly how you are on the podcast, how you are outside of the podcast, and just being able to learn from you guys is really rewarding and fun, and getting to film you guys at AHR was so fun. It was stressful at the time.
Yeah.
But it was crazy getting to walk. Sometimes felt like 25 miles to get from one place to the other, but it's just been so fun getting to ride this ride with you and see you guys succeed and be able to reach people.
I know you
That's
did not.
a good answer.
I know. I feel like I should go hug her. I know you never dreamed because, Kailee graduated. I literally interviewed her from her dorm room.
That's hilarious.
She was like-
Did you guys know each other before?
No. And so
What made you apply?
she just applied.
So, funny story, it was dead week of college. It was Friday, so we had just finished dead week, which dead week is right before finals week, so you're like tired from studying. And I was scrolling through Indeed, and I saw there's an open position for quality, and it was for a social media and community coordinator, which, if you know me, you know I love social media, doing all the TikTok trends, taking pictures for Instagram. And so I was like, I'm going to apply. You never know what's going to happen. And
So you guys didn't know each other before?
no.
Oh, but you're in the same neck of the woods, right?
Well,
Yeah.
she's from Bixby.
Yeah.
Or that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she applied, and then I interviewed her from her dorm room, literally, and was like, "Hey, so I really need someone to start like soon. What's your plan?" And she was like, I got to graduate next week, I think,
Right.
or like in 2 days.
I interviewed on Monday, graduated Saturday, and started that following Monday.
Yeah.
2
That's
days
quick.
after I graduated.
So I was like, "Hey, you are in real life now."
Was that
Yeah.
a year ago?
Yeah.
Ish.
I think we have done so many things for Kailee. Like I always joke, like we have really exposed her to a lot of things because I mean, I don't want to say she was sheltered, but she and she went to Oklahoma Baptist University.
Oh.
And so there's so many things that I'm like, welcome to the trades,
Yeah.
girl. Welcome to the trades.
Yeah.
But I know you did not expect to jump into, I was like, what did you think you were going to be marketing for? And
I knew that I wanted to do something, but I didn't know exactly what. I mean, I was a golfer, so I kind of wanted to be in sports, but then I was like, you never know. And through the internships that I did in college, like it was in all different industries. And so I knew I wanted to do something as long as it was marketing. And so I was like, why not? And I can
Right.
tell you, I absolutely love it. And I couldn't imagine not
Right.
being.
she does a good job too. We get messages all the time like, who's doing your social media? And I'm like, no one. Well, not somebody, but like they want like an agency, and I'm like, it's not an agency. It's us. It's Kailee. So
That's awesome.
she does a good job with that.
I love
So
that.
did you have a favorite episode?
Well,
This
I loved
one?
Aspen.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that was a good one.
Aspen obviously works for quality, and I got to know I knew more about her from the episode. Like I had no idea she was a CSR before she moved to inside sales, because whenever I got to quality, she was inside sales, and so it was cool to see how she
the progression.
yeah. So it's probably that one
Yeah.
for sure,
It should be
and this
good.
one now. So
This one's fun. This one's fun.
I don't know what my questions. Oh, okay. What are your favorite Nikes right now?
oh my gosh, probably my Panda Dunks. Leslie got me hooked on the Dunks.
Yeah.
But I want to get some pink ones.
We
I
talk
know,
about it every
so-
time we see each other.
I want the
Yep.
triple pinks,
Yeah.
and I cannot
I mean,
find
it's
them.
hard.
I know. And goat, it stresses me out sometimes. I do want the triple pinks though. They're good podcast
priority
shoes.
questions.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said priority questions being
that's a good
answered
one.
here.
Style.
That is
I will
style.
say my style has grown since hanging out with y'all. So
That's hilarious.
She's so funny though. She'll be like, "Well, what do you think about this?" And then we're going shopping after we're done here
Where are
today.
you going? Maybe
Well, we have to go to Shepler's for Haley. It's for her birthday gifts since she's into horseback riding and stuff. So we got to go figure that out. And then Kaylee's going to see Megan Maroney tomorrow.
Oh, my girls love her. Where?
at the Hard Rock in Tulsa. Well, I
My
guess
girls
it's
love
Catoosa.
her.
Catoosa, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
she's got to have a
excited.
fit.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah,
look
you
cute,
do.
Because Megan Maroney always looks cute.
She's
so.
a doll baby. She's
Yeah.
so cute.
All right. Well, that's our.
We even
little
hit it within
Spitfire.
our time frame.
Yeah, that was really
We have
good.
18 seconds.
18 seconds left. And thanks for joining us on whatever this was, this journey of
Improv.
improv.
That's what I was trying to think of earlier when I said ad lib. Improv.
Improv.
This has been Power Women of the Trades. Like what you hear so far? Leave us a review and Apple. And make sure to listen to our other episodes wherever you enjoy listening to your podcasts. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next.